Have you ever looked out your window on a cold winter's night and dreamt of having more? Have you ever been working your miserable 9 to 5, wishing for something to change? Falling into the despair of feeling like you'll never do anything of significance? But what if you began having more? What if your 9 to 5 was replaced with an easy fortune? What if you started biggering? Would you be consumed by greed? Would you start hurting those you care about? The world in which we live is so very cruel, and the 1972 Onsler is the embodiment of this. He begins to deforest the Truffula forest for no other reason than to line his pockets and retire young. The 2012 version of the Onsler is money-driven because of the neglect from his family. He sets out on an economic voyage in order to provide for his family and prove them wrong. This is where I present to you the duality of greed. Darker in tone, the 1972 Lorax displays the Onsler as the personification of capitalism. For him, enough is never enough. Even after making riches from the Thinid, he continues on his greedy path, creating a city and biggering his company. Much shorter than the modern adaptation, the 1972 Lorax film has a runtime of around 25 minutes, restricting the film from being able to explore the Onsler's motives. Meaning, the Onsler is portrayed without morals and empathy. He is a tool to mirror the world's greed. This is one of the reasons the Onsler's face is never shown. He could be any one of us. All it takes is one bad day to reduce the nicest person into a life of greed and corruption. However, is this Onsler evil? He does force out the animals and creates a thick smog in the sky, so yes, but not completely evil. A few times throughout the film, he begins to question himself, wondering if the money was worth it. He portrays greed as something inevitable. He exists to get rich with no other motive, but even someone like him can live to regret. The 2012 Lorax, filmed helmed by Illumination Entertainment, is a lot lighter in tone, and this is reflected with the portrayal of the Onsler. Gone is senseless greed, and in its place is a sorrowful story of a young man outcasted by his family. A young man who will stop at nothing to provide for his them and prove them all wrong. Although he starts on a purer route, he is soon corrupted by the grip of capitalism. His journey may have started noble, but he quickly destroys the world around him for profit. To Tumblr Girl's delight, you can actually see the Onsler's face in this adaptation, helping the audience create a stronger bond with the character, making him much more sympathetic. His greed comes from a place of love and abandonment, but once he got a taste of the high life, he was quickly consumed by consumerism. Just like the Onsler, we can all be corrupted by greed, especially in today's world, with a different influencer every day telling you to lock yourself away from your friends and family, to study the crypto market and drop shipping. It is easy to get carried away chasing an ever-fleeing fortune, forgetting about those you care about along the way. Bills to pay, relationships to maintain, having to eat correctly, providing for your family, studying for an exam. The weight of simply existing can almost be unbearable. With money, these responsibilities can disappear. But would you destroy the world to make them go away? How far would you go for your fortune? With the world set on turning us against each other, it is important to stand back, breathe, and admire all that we already have.